All right, welcome to a very special edition of Ranger Radio. Tonight, we're seeing the opening of the minor league playoffs. The FSBallers, the 3 seed, taking on the Mythboosters, the 6 seed, on Thinking with Portals. Tonight, with me in the commentating booth, we have two guest commentators, the Bob 18 and Pithy. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, Ranger?
thanks for having us on.
Oh,
Absolutely.
very happy to. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Well, this is a really exciting matchup, guys. Really psyched about seeing how the FSBallers deal with Mythboosters defense and vice versa.
Yeah, it's a weird, interesting note. Ibis, about a couple days ago, posted something on the minor league subreddit about the team and conference defensive stats, and it actually showed the Mist Boosters defense is 20th in the league in terms of flag and base percentage. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really play much of a factor considering that we are on Thinking with Portals, but I think it's just an interesting way to look at it in terms of defenses, while the FS Ballers are ranked sixth. Um, One player to mention is Milksteak, who I think led the league. Nope, he was second in captures, third in hold, and 16th in scoring percent. I think they're gonna rely on him for his offense because I don't know. He just kind of stuck out this season. He's had Raid or he's had Russia for most of the season, who's been really well in support offense and holding the flag.
That
But ever since,
combination was just stellar.
yeah, but ever since he Russia went to majors, their caps went down, which led to the 2-2 record in the last 3 weeks of the season.
So, you guys, looks like they're getting ready to get started. Wanted to quickly get predictions from you guys. The Bob, who do you think is going to take this one down?
Uh, Looks like I mean I thought that Russia was gonna play, so I thought it was gonna be just a full out FS baller sweep. But I think it's gonna be a little bit closer to that, considering that Russia's not there.
All right, looks
Is
like we are going live, so we'll jump into our in-game view.
um
Pithy, what are
I'm
your thoughts?
I'm definitely excited to see if New Truck can have the same chemistry with Milksteak that Russia did. So,
All right, this should be exciting. Now, I have gotten word Flymolo is going to be playing offense on this map, so they're
oh my
going with
goodness.
they're going with a 3D lineup, but Fly is going to be playing O instead of a normal D. So, pretty excited to see how that goes.
Yeah. It looked like it was TagPro Juke Juice or TagPro Rolling Bomb Juke Juice top bottom. Um, FS Baller getting one of the three, but it's probably the more important power up as it was a TagPro. Milksteak able to lead New Truck up top by two. New Truck's just gonna bide some time, let Milksteak get on read before he tries something.
Ooh, unlucky
Oh,
boost by New Truck there.
well, ill advised considering that he could have been dangerous because he knocked the Raven off that portal, and that could have easily led to an escape for the Myth Boosters. Looks like Milksteak's gonna try something crazy, not gonna work. But it looks like so far that the FS Baller's got a good working running uh, regrab train.
Ooh.
Although right when I say that, it just
Of
stops.
course.
Classic. Yeah, so I'm expecting that the FS Ballers are going to have the flag out a lot more as pops are coming up, and Myth Boosters only get one on three again.
Well, Milkstick was able to
But
grab a rolling bomb, so we'll see if he's able to jam this one in while it's still alive.
oh well, as soon as you say that, Franj with a nice escape, and he's been kind of a surprise coming into the season. I mean, he struggled out of late, but he's had a few weeks where he's definitely made definitely made an impact on this team.
Oh, absolutely. With a 9.05 total gasp on the season, he's really coming into his own.
Yeah, and that speaks to a great two-way play. Um, I remember when I was doing one of my previews. I think it was week 3 or 4. He had 13 caps. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I don't
Dennett
know.
with an opportunity here. He's going to have to take a lap.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to reload. My
Wisely going
WebGL
for
crashed.
TagPros. Ooh,
Oh,
That
nice
looked like
spot.
a nice opportunity there, but 2 out of the 3 tag pros going to the FS
Oh,
Ballers.
this looks like a
and
cap
this
for
looks like
the.
a cap. Yep.
Indeed. Mythboosters up 1-0 on the FS Ballers. 7.5 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I like the effort on the first one, being able to time the portal perfectly with their flag carrier in order to get the return. Looks like Milksteak's out top. Oh, nice boost by Dennett.
It's funny, Franj was able to capitalize on their distraction with their 2 TagPros and sneak in for a cap there.
Yeah, I think the fact that they had that one tag throw there definitely helped them out, considering that they were able to kiss, and that
Oof.
led to Raven being out of position. Looks like it's just about pup time. It's weird how the Myth Boosters started out by tanking one power up, but they ended up not getting a single power up after that. And it looks like Neutron's going to be out with that rolling bomb that helped him get out portal. Oh, that was a nice boost by Holdma. Milksteak with the re. He's going to go bottom. He's not by too many. Looking for a block from Neutron. Probably not going to get it. So he's probably going to take a lap. Boost bomb. Franj is there on the top to get the return.
Oh, Neutron quickly neutralized by Holdma there, anticipating that.
Great heads
Yeah.
up play by Holdma, getting back on that portal.
Yeah, that was a great instincts. Um, I remember scrimming against this team with the Majors team, and they would kick our ass because I don't know. I think with this map, it's like you're gonna get it or you're not. Just because the way you have to implement new strategy, it's a lot less on individual skill, a little more on team play. And I think if
Lots of
the
power up fighting.
yeah, if the Myth Boosters have an advantage, I think they do work better as a team, considering how the FS ball has fizzled out in the last 3 weeks. But yeah, I think it's anybody's game. And as Mistake gets out bottom, we're gonna have a little chase around while both flags are at base.
Yeah, Russia was such a great pickup for the FS Ballers this year, and to have him not be in this game is got to really hurt their morale a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, him and Milksteak just clicked. Like, I mean, I would scrim against them, and then I don't know. It's like they would do some random boost shit, and they would be out every time. And I think there was a saying by Wowsuch where, because I thought at the beginning it was lucky, and then this as
Oh,
Dennett comes in for the cap.
That was pretty
wonderful.
That
smooth. He took the right angle there to be able to completely avoid the portal.
Yeah, it was really good blocking as well to get the guy off the portal. Indeed. Back to what I was saying. Wowsuch has a saying that at first, if you hit something that looks lucky, you can call it luck. But after you hit it multiple times repeatedly, it's no longer luck. I think that's what Russia and Milksteak had for sure.
Nice read by Dennett there. Milksteak trying a little stutter step.
Yeah. Looks like Franj is out. Nice block by Fly Molo to get Howard off the portal. And now the Myth Boosters are starting to turn this around after starting off slow. They've accumulated a 2 cap lead, and they're on that regrab train.
Yeah, they look really firmly in control at this point, but obviously this is a map where anything can and does happen. So
Yeah, it's really important that they don't lose focus because as soon something random can happen.
Ooh.
Oh, just to say that Fly Molo's by 3. It's looking pretty dangerous. They get the
Oh.
oh, that was great team defense there, being able to defuse the rolling bomb before any damage was done.
Now Howard's out. Turn for cap situation, and he backs out of base.
It was probably safe, just because that it could have led to an easy counter cap if you tried to do anything too risky. So it looks like Dennett's out. He's out by 2. He's just going to hang up at the boost, and he's going to do a boost bomb to top. And he's going to go to the team boosts, or team tiles, and I'm not sure about this play. Just because it's really risky as a flag carrier to go team tiles against a defense that's good at contain. Although, just as I
Oh.
say that, he absolutely burns Milksteak. although it
Oh,
ends up in a kiss. But he absolutely took the team titles to his advantage in terms of making him overcommit.
Nice snipe there by Dennett.
Yeah, looks like we got power ups. Raven gets the tag pro, new truck gets the juke juice. Fly
another
gets a
rolling
rolling
bomb
bomb
for
bomb.
Fly.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Raven hasn't really been doing much with his tag pro. You'd think he would have been leading his flag carrier, but he's just been trying to chase. It looks like Franz is going to get out. He's by. Oh, he nearly just missed getting
Oh,
out by
Dennett's got to
three.
be real careful here. Yep.
There, great play by Raven.
Yeah, great heads up play.
That's thinking with portals.
Being able to use the boost to get the block was definitely a great play.
Well, we've seen a lot of portals so far, but that was a great example of thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why a lot of people get this map a bad rep. I mean, I think mostly it's because it's new, and so there's that a little bit of that elitist kind of standoff where it's just like, oh, it's bad because we haven't played a lot of it. But at the same time, there's a lot of new and interesting strategies to it, and I think it's starting to grow on me a little bit. The more I play it, the more I'm starting to like it. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. The more I play it, the more I like it.
Milksteak's coming in bottom. He's by one, but Holman's able to get the snipe. Will he be able to get the reset? Yeah, that was a pretty smart play. Just going button, knowing that Dennett or Portal, knowing that Dennett was back
Oof.
there spawning.
Well,
No mistake. Team
slide by
sacrificing
here.
there.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Nice job staying alive there. Not
Oh
over
no,
yet, though.
new truck and ill-advised bomb.
1 minute to go. Currently a 2-1 lead
Oh,
in
my
favor
computer
of the
crashed,
Mythboosters.
so I'm gonna have to step out for a quick couple minutes.
No
You
problem.
guys can
Oh,
carry
Franz
on
has
for.
an escape.
All right, so Franz is currently still behind 4, trying to figure out how to get around Howard and Raven. Fly Molo to try to bail him out with Tag Pro lead, and so far it's worked. Howard able to grab another Tag Pro, though, so this could be dangerous. The FSBallers trying to figure out how they can take advantage of these 2 Tag Pros. But Fly Molo is still alive and looks like able to survive Howard's onslaught, but Raven able to track her down. 14 seconds left to go. Still 2-1 in favor of the Mythboosters.
Oh, very close snipe by Franz.
Oh, nice job.
And he
Franz
grabs it.
just from across the map. Nice. All right, so that'll do it. The end of our first half of play. 2-1 in favor of the Mythboosters.
Oh, great first half.
Absolutely.
Excited to see if the FSBallers can turn this around in the second half.
So, how's this game playing out compared with your expectations? You know, is there anything that you're seeing that's either similar to or different from what you expected to see coming in?
Well, I definitely expected a close game. I mean, thinking with portals, it's hard to go in with any solid expectations. But yeah, it's going about the way I thought it would. I thought FSBallers would end up being on top, but it looks like the chemistry of Mythboosters having played together so much is paying off.
All right, so sides have not switched yet, so it doesn't look like they're quite ready to start second half of play. So I guess maybe this is a good time to just ask from a commentary standpoint, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the maps that you saw included within the playoff rotation?
The strengths and weaknesses. Well,
For example,
I mean,
thinking with portals, obviously a map that, you know, people are a little bit, I don't know what the right word would be to say here, divided on.
Sure, but I mean, then I believe next week is
Hey,
Smurf.
my voice is, or I'm upstairs. Could you drag me in potentially, please?
No problem. Let me see what I can do around that. There you go. Now you're
Thank
fully
you. Sorry
back.
about that.
No problem.
Looks like we're getting started with the second half here.
Yes, we are.
Nice. How did the first half end?
First half ended 2-1 in favor of the Ghost Booster. Yeah, Myth Boosters.
Nice.
New truck has a nice spawn from mid, but blows right by it. But they're still able to pick up a rolling bomb and juke juice. into the Ghost Boosters 1 Rolling Bomb. Howard's out with Rolling Bomb intact, just gets defused.
Alright, I'm just gonna open up those sheet things from earlier. Just find them in my history.
No problem.
Alright, that should be good. Alright, so Fly Molo has a flag. She looks to be by at least one, biding her time. I don't know why, but I guess she's looking for an escape plan. But I think that bought too much time for New Truck to find a way to get a reset. Although Raven biffed that boost, Franz is going to be out bottom, but Milksteak's going to come in uncontested. That's a cap for FSBallers. They're tied the game 2-2. New Truck with a sick...
Oh, whoa!
New Truck with an amazing juke. Nice split. Now they have 2 people playing on flag, which...
Oh, wow, what a TagPro by Howard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to the lack of defensive attentiveness, they weren't able to cover the back portal. And Franz was able to get out.
Wow.
Slipped by New Truck and Howard.
Sweet moves by Franz there, because that was definitely a return for cap situation.
Yeah, indeed. Flybull is going to be top. She's going to bomb back towards base, but she's going to have to try to get by 3. Oh, only 2 now. Dennett's not going to be able to hit the boost, though. And Howard's out with the flag. Looking bottom. No dice. Flyballers just hanging around their team tiles. Making sure that their chasers don't get the advantage of going back to their team tiles. Milksteak's Trill trying to find a way out. He's going to get a block. He's going to be free top. He's going to be by 2. Fly Molo's Flag Pro. Diffused Rolling Bomb, and Howard gets a Juke Juice. So pretty even on the power-up standpoint. Franz just going to bide his time. It's a return for cap situation right now. But New Truck was able to boost after Fly Molo's TagPro expired. Looks like Milksteak's back towards their base. Hold but boot bombs into Howard. But Dennett's on the regrab. Boost right into Raven. This could be trouble. Apiday's going, why are you guys streaming? In other news, she wanted to hang out because she was tired of watching TV, but it's alright.
So tell her to come watch the stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
After this half, it's
another
getting too exciting.
great move by Franz.
Yeah, Franz has been really good. I really think he's one of the smarter flag carriers in the Eastern Conference. Goes without saying, as you saw with a couple of those moves there, as the TagPro. No, as we get reset here.
That was not the situation that the FSBallers wanted to be in with New Truck and Milksteak having a cover defense there.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of a missed opportunity.
But I mean, I think that as this game is going on, I think you're going to have to start to learn to play some defense as being a two-way.
But instantly sniped by Franz.
Being a two-way player is becoming a lot more important as the season's been wearing on. As you've seen in the past, Stalin trying some defense as well as offense. I'm high being able to switch places. Dino and Ballstar are pretty much the frontier men of trying to be good two-way players. And I think that's the direction of mLTP at the very moment, as Milksteak gets 2 rolling bombs, but only 1 defusal. Quick flaccid grab by New Truck. Milksteak same way. Fly Molo was able to get Raven off the portal, and Franz is by 3 coming in. He just needs a block, but he's not going to get it. Franz is able to recover by getting that return. Dennett's able to force another flaccid. Flies by 2. Going to have to press it a little bit more just because she's by so many. But Raven's able to get the return. Meanwhile, Franz boosts out, but gets unlucky with the bomb as Howard's just sitting right there waiting for him.
All right, 5 minutes left to go.
To reset.
5
And
minutes left to go in the
Franz
second
looks like
half.
he's going to try to get that power up early, and he does. It's a TagPro at
Oh, they're not hearing
53.
me, I know. There we
Milksteak
go.
gets that first rolling bomb.
Sorry about that. I was muted and talking and wondering why no one heard me, and I was sad. It's because I had
Oh,
muted my mumble, but not my mic. But just under 5 minutes left to go in the second half. 2-0 this half, and it was 2-1 in favor of the Mythboosters the first half. So aggregated is currently 3-2 in favor of the FSBallers.
Yeah, no, having the mumble mute is a classic pithy move. Oh, looks like they're going to get out due to great portal play by Flymolo being able to get Raven off of it.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate placement by Franz. If he had gotten into that portal, that would have been a sure cap.
Yeah, it would have been. But I digress. Flags to reset. Franz is going to try something risky. And it almost worked, but Howard was one step out of the game. Milksteak with a nice boost to get the TagPro. I definitely want his power-up timer as soon as this game's over, please. Raven's going to have a rolling bomb grab. He's going to
Nice
be
block there by
top.
Flymolo. Stops Howard from boosting at Franz. Almost got him all the way across the map. That was nice.
Yeah, I think this free defense works because Flymolo is causing their defense a lot of trouble around that backdoor portal area. And it's been working in terms of getting successful grabs. Although, when I say that, Milksteak is able to get a cap.
Great cap by Milksteak.
That's going to be a nice cushion cap as they're up 2 on aggregate in this first game.
Currently 4-2 in favor of the FSBallers. 3 minutes left to go.
And it looks like flags reset again. Pirates are going to be spawning soon. It's going to be top, the middle, the bottom. Looks like they're just going to stock up for power-ups. They're going to try to get the numbers advantage on each one. Milksteak's probably just going to go for a grab. As the backdoor portal is vacated, he's going to be by 2. Holma's rolling bomb is going to cause him trouble. Franz is able to get out. Oh, nice.
Oh, Milksteak's still alive somehow.
Wow. Great juking around by Milksteak there.
Indeed. Oh, Holba almost gets the return with Dennett from his rolling bomb. But no dice.
Milksteak showing why he had the second highest gasp in the league this season.
Oh man, he's been playing insane. He played defense last season. I thought he was probably a majors quality defense, but he's showing this season that he's also a majors quality offense. Looks like Franz is not going to be able to squeak by top. Raven's by 2. They're stalking for power-ups up there, but they're more getting in their way of Raven.
Mythboosters are going to have to do something here. They've got just under 2 minutes left to go, and they're down 2.
Yeah, Flamo's flag pro, so she's probably going to have to look for a kiss at this point in the game to try to clear base. Raven's able to boost by, and I think the fact that the FSBallers have had a lot smarter flag carrying and a couple lucky breaks has been the difference in this half so far. They've also been really good on power-ups, which has played a good factor, especially with the amount of rolling bombs they've gotten this half.
Ooh, great snipe by Fly.
Nice boost by Fly.
Oh, here's an opportunity.
No,
They
there's
should
a
be able to
cap.
walk this one in. All right. So the
Cut the
Mythboosters
deficit
now
to
cutting
1.
the lead to 1.
Hmm.
Now 4-3 in favor of the FSBallers with just under a minute left to go.
Well, it looks like Milksteak's going to be... he's going to buy his time. He's not going to force it. There's a minute left. He doesn't need to force anything. He's just going to run around their base. Try to keep the offensive defense from grabbing. But as I say that, Fly Molo is going to be out. She's going to be by 2. By 3. No, only by 2. She waits by the bomb. Maybe she should have went for it, but I mean, it's the heat of a game. So, looks like Howard's just going to keep holding. He's not going to force anything. He knows he can go for the cap. But at this point, it's just a matter of staying alive. Keep the regrab train going. This is looking dangerous. Nice kiss.
5 seconds left. Flymolo's going to have to just try to jam this straight in.
Oh,
Just doesn't get there in time.
Raven denies it.
The FSBallers take game one of our two-game matchup by a total score 4-3.
Yeah. Dennett played really well in that half. He was fishing returns left, right, and center, and he scored their only cap. I really think that they've had the Mythboosters had a lot of opportunities at half. They just couldn't bring it all home. I mean, Flybolo, in terms of trying to get that guy off portal, has been really successful. They just haven't been able to do anything with it because the flag's usually been out of base.
Well, interesting fact here. In the two games on Thinking with Portals, the FSBallers went 0-1-1. They were beaten 10-2 by WoW Such Miners in Week 8, tied the Privateers 4-4 in Week 9, and the Mythboosters were 1-1, defeating Small Caps in Week 8 and defeated by WoW Such Miners in Week 9.
So it is the top of the hour, and a little bit of discussion in group chat about possibly waiting for the event and taking a 15-minute break. Not sure if these teams are serious. They're actually planning on waiting 15 minutes to go get that carrot, or if there's just a little bit of a joke there.
Our majors did last night just because Radius was kind of a circus show with people going for the event flare. Also, this being the last hour that the event is available, I can see them maybe taking a break until the server calms down a bit at the 15-minute mark.
Do you guys get your carrots?
I did. I came back from my holiday in New York City, and right after they nerfed the carrot was when I got home. So about my third game or so, I managed to get the carrot, and then immediately following the egg.
Nice. I have not gotten my carrot yet. I only played it like maybe 3 times when the carrot existed before they nerfed it. And I was like, this is too hard. I'm just not even going to try. And then I came back after they nerfed it, and I'm like, oh, this is really easy. Now all I have to do is just play it like 50 times like this, and I'll probably maybe one day possibly get it. And then they like unnerfed it like an hour later and made the carrot fast. And then since then, I just fail miserably every time. I'm like always about 10 meters behind.
Yeah, you kind of have to just run perfectly, get ahead of the carrot, and wait on it to drop down. I was playing a game a couple hours ago, and Raven was in the same game as me. He was so far ahead of the carrot that by the time I got there, he was literally just standing on the last tile waiting for it. And so I stupidly jumped for the egg and got bombed down right on top of him and fucked him up. He probably would have gotten the carrot if I hadn't been there. So my apologies, Raven. I still feel guilty.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most annoying things about it, because the actual technical act of running the course quickly and getting when you need to get there isn't really that hard. I'd say like anybody probably maybe who does it 5 or 10 times would probably get to the point in the learning curve where they'd be capable of doing it. It's more just the hell of having to deal with other people hitting bombs and jumping on top of you and fucking up your momentum, and you can't get that second jump off because you kind of missed the ledge. So just kind of it's one of those things that makes you hate all humanity, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast with it. Although I didn't play it the whole weekend. I was gone home for Easter this weekend. Just getting back tonight. That's when I decided to sign up for commentating. And I played like maybe 3 or 4 games. But it was alright. I mean, I could definitely see why people would get mad over it, but it was definitely a fun map event, and the devs did it again, I guess. Like,
I mean,
it
while
was
we're
really
waiting,
well
should
done.
I just try to get a carrot?
Oh, why not?
Go for it, dude.
I mean, I have like no hope of getting this carrot, but I can just give it a shot.
All right, do it, dude. You got it. I believe in you.
You guys aren't going to be able to comment my carrot strats, but whatever, the viewers at home can. All right, guys. I don't like that spawn, so I don't like that spawn, so guys, watch the other group. Make sure they don't launch.
Yeah, we're watching.
3, 2.
All right, I'm gonna go for the bombs at this point. Oh, see, I already screwed it up. My ping is 200. This is not gonna go well.
Oh, jeez, that's
All right,
rough.
so I'm on that second ledge. I'm jumping over to the bomb area. I'm going to try to fuck everyone up. Oh, I hit it the wrong way. I'm the worst. Oh well, I'm way behind now, so I'm just going to do crazy shit. Oh no, the Kuka. Why? Why must you do this to my life? He bombed me backwards. Bastard. Oh my god, the lag. I got bombed backwards again, guys. You guys gotta help me out. Tell me what to do. Oh god, no. I'm straight up in 8th place.
I would help you, but I'm watching on the stream and it's like 30 seconds behind, so I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, yeah. During the section, I would go under that first one and then jump on the little triangle that's on the bottom floor.
I had so much lost.
Momentum through.
I went into the portal and just sat there for like 3 or 4 seconds trying to figure out when the portal was going to let me through. The loss is great, guys. Right,
yeah.
Come on. All the viewers at home, you guys got to root for me to get this next carrot. I need this. I don't have a carrot. This is affecting my self-esteem. God, it's such a fucking annoying song. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night? You ever wake up in the middle of the night? You're like, and then you like sleep.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Alright, gotta get a good spawn.
I need to stop eating chocolate. Holy crap.
Oh, these spawns are the worst. Now I'm under...
3.
Oh, I got kicked out and put in another game because I refreshed too many times.
Oh.
Has that ever happened to you guys? You get kicked out and put in another game because you refreshed like 3 or 4 times to try to get a good spawn?
I don't really refresh like that.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
3, 2.
Alright, launch it. Let's see if I can do this. No, I'm screwed already. I'm just gonna let people get in front of me so I don't have to deal with them.
And then just boost over top of them. I like it. I think the key is just having the perfect bomb and then being able to use that boost in the last stretch of it. And another key is getting through this midsection and the
I got out relatively unscathed, like past the bomb room. I'm gonna try boosting with about 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I think if you want to even be close to it, you'd have to have a near perfect run where you can at least see the carrot while you're boosting.
I decided to try to wait for the bomb. Yeah, I was so far behind, I just tried to wait for the bomb and I timed it wrong.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of saying, fuck it, YOLO at that last point.
Absolutely.
It's just like, you hope that you get lucky with the bomb, but if you don't, it's no big deal.
Should I start working against own team? Is that like a good strat at this point?
Well, I mean, if you see somebody that's going faster than you and they're just gaining on you, try jumping up and trying to let them push you ahead.
What about if it's somebody who's just having trouble anyway and I just make it worse for them?
Nah, man. No
I'm
mercy.
just spectating now. Oh, there we go.
No mercy.
Now I'm in a game. Come on, you guys. Root for Ranger. Ranger needs a carrot. His self-esteem is hurting. Root for Ranger.
Nah, man. Tyrus is calling you for cheating because you refresh.
So you heard refreshing is part of the game? I'm gonna slide under this guy here and try to just... Oh, he did it too fast. What a dick. Actually slow down on some of those jumps just because I don't want to get... Oh, please, must you hit the bombs? Yeah, I'm screwed. Somebody hit one of those middle bombs and pushed me, like needlessly pushed me all the way back. I just lost about 10 seconds on that. I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, I just saw. I'm about like 5 seconds behind. Needless bombs are the bane of my existence when playing this game mode.
Whee! I'm trying to hit Nebuchadnezzar.
3, 2, 1.
Damn it. Haha, max distance, I win. God, this game mode. Is this really the last hour? Like, the last hour?
That's what Lucky
Are
said.
they cutting, is
He
he
made a
cutting it
post.
off right at 15, or is he going to do a full hour?
Oh, geez, I hope he doesn't do a full hour.
Because if he does a full hour, they're going to need to get this game going. Does anybody on the Twitch chat have, like, suggestions for what I need to do differently to win here?
Well, I've got a mixed reaction. It's, Ranger bad.
Oh, that's true.
That's basically it.
Ranger
Yeah.
trying to cheat by refreshing.
Oh my god.
And, Mythboosters won first game.
Oh, no.
No, FSBallers won first.
Of course. I know, I was just reading E. Reading what
Just
E
gonna
was
play
typing.
now. Just gonna play now. Oh, dude, somebody defused that third bomb. It's my favorite bomb.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm screwed. You gotta get past that bomb room in about, what, 32 seconds maybe?
I
any
think
kind
it's
of
around
chance?
35. How long is it? Like a minute?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I think you have to clear the first area in about 20 seconds, give or
3,
take.
2, 1.
I hit the bomb so weakly, it barely
Like-
affected me.
You literally have to have the perfect run to have a chance.
Alright, should only be about 4 more minutes. And then we can commentate TagPro again. You know, we should have made a group and all 3 of us played. That was like,
And then we probably wouldn't have noticed when the other game started.
well, priorities, right? Gotta get some carrots.
So you were asking me how I felt about this map versus the other playoff maps?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, Smirk and Wormy are, at least as of this season, becoming, like, just straight-up staples when it comes to competitive Tag Pro. And,
3, 2,
you know, classics
1.
on par with maps like Boombox that just people know how to play them, and
oh my god.
they're fun to play, fun to watch.
262 ping there. I got pushed backwards somehow. Sorry, go on. I just felt like
No,
I needed to
can
interrupt.
see your loss and ping were,
It's pretty legit.
yeah, I can tell on the stream.
This is pointless.
It's like, and you compare that with a map like Thinking with Portals, which is decidedly non-traditional, and it just, I mean, it's interesting to see what the community wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like a lot of the community just wanted to see Thinking with Portals in just because it would be different and fun, not necessarily because it would be the best competitive Tag Pro map. But, I mean, at least that's kind of where I would have come from. I'm sure there's people who disagree and say that,
3,
you know, they think it's a
2,
good map for competitive and that, you know, they enjoyed seeing it for that purpose. But in my opinion, I think Thinking with Portals, while it's a very good, kind of interesting, dynamic map that can be very exciting for the viewer, it's also a map that has a specific map element that plays so prominently in the way the map works that it sort of takes you away from, I guess, what you might consider to be standard Tag Pro, where, you know, regrab has a certain function and containing has a certain function and defense has certain strats. The strats are so specific to this map that you're seeing in the playoffs teams that understand the map and know what they're doing, and even in week 8 and 9, teams that understand the map, know what they're doing on that map, are able to win regardless of whether or not they have the most individually talented teams. It's more about how does that team play that map.
Three,
Oh,
2,
it looks like the Bob moved his voice out of our mobile channel. You want to drag him back in when you can?
I really, really do, but I gotta try to get this carrot, dude. I got a good start for once.
What is going on?
Correct.
Oh, you
message
fucking
from
idiot!
KGB.
Why would you hit that bomb? Oh, I hate you.
KGB.
Oh,
50
no,
pounds
it's
was about
so
half his
hard
body
now.
weight. 50 pounds was about half his body weight. 50 pounds was about half his body weight.
God damn it, Stalin.
Oh, yes. Alright. No, I'm still screwed. Never mind. I'm still screwed. 26, 25 seconds. I can't possibly get past this. I can't even see the carrot, dude. It's really, really far away. man. Somebody jump
3,
on me.
2, 1.
GG. Hopefully that's the last round of this. Alright, so hopefully this will be the last round. Looks like we have probably another minute until we see the all clear. It's
Poor Bob.
15th minute of the hour. Oh, you want me to drag him in, I suppose.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
so
Dude, I was trying to get a carrot, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's cool. I was gonna talk about if you can think with Boros. I wanted to join the conversation, but I'm just like, hold on a second. How could nobody hear me? I'm just like, oh no. So yeah, I don't know. I think it was good for. I think it was good because a lot of the maps are becoming stale in mLTP. Like we've been having a decline in caps per season over the past ever since season 2. So I think having a map like Thinking with Portals in there where no like most strats that you can play on most maps aren't viable on that strat, where the elements kind of focused on that thing. I think that created a lot of offense for whatever team was able to grasp it, and I think that created a spike of caps for I think it just opened up some more creativity. It's definitely a mentally wearing map, and I fucking hate the map. But I mean, I think in the end, I think it does help the community, the mLTP community, be able to come up with new strategies.
So you guys are lucky viewers at home who are not watching this group chat. It's a spam war currently
Hey man,
between Stalin, Gubbles, Holdma, Nitro. It's just going nuts.
yeah man. I remember being on the FSBallers. This is basically a religion when I was in season 6. It was awesome. I miss it. I miss it so much.
All right, so thanks to our viewers who are being really patient, waiting for some of this spam. I'm just gonna quickly kind of show the spam that is happening.
No, the group link is in there. Don't do that.
It's moving so quick.
I don't know,
If
man.
anybody really wants to copy paste that, they can, but it's gonna take some pretty good effort. All the spec spots are full anyway, so.
Yeah, but the spots in the game aren't.
Close.
Although Nitro's a mod, so I'd be careful any streamers who have ideas like that. I would assume anyone who jumps into the game will be insta-banned.
I would assume so, but it'd be kind of fun. You never know, what's gonna happen. I'm liking Stalin's comment there. It's a pretty good one. All right, looks like they might possibly be considering playing more TagPro in a second. I'm not sure if they're done spamming each other, but kind of hoping. Meow 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 meow.
Well, let's hope this long break doesn't work to the FSBallers' disadvantage.
Yeah, they're saying in the chat that this thing is going on for an hour. I'm not sure if that's a fact or just what they're saying in the chat, but if that's really the case, I think they're going to have to give thought to
Switching to segment.
maybe switching over to segment.
I don't know if anybody has even tested their ping on segment. Yes, let's see what they decide to do.
It's weird because when I was at home, I actually got 15 less ping on the segment. It's actually dropped from like 49 to 32, which is really weird because they're basically in the same spot.
Yeah, that's a little bit strange. I mean, I noticed when I've tested ping, I get about 3 ping difference between segment and radius. Pretty much consistently, segment's about 3 more than radius is for me, but otherwise it's like almost identical.
Okay, I guess they're, according to the group chat, they're thinking about launching just to test the ping. And I
Yeah,
guess
they're doing
doing it right
a
now.
They are.
quick ping test right now. All right, so I'm getting 39, 35 ping, so I'm getting kind of
1.
normalish ping. I don't know if our players are, but this is looking pretty good.
My ping's pretty steady.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah, my
they'll
ping's
all
steady
agree this
too.
looks good and just play. Right after fly caps here, they'll probably agree to that. All right, so I think they're going to get started. It looks like everybody's ping test was pretty successful. So what are you guys' predictions for this game 2 after what we saw in game 1? Pithy, you go first.
All right. Well, considering the volatility of thinking with portals and how long we've waited, I think we're going to see another really close game, but I think the FSBallers are going to edge out another one.
The Bob 18, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, if the defense can hold base for a little bit longer for the Mythboosters, I think that Fly and Frange have definitely had some good offensive chances. I think it's just about time before they start capping. And saying that though, I think FSBallers are just awesome. So they're probably going to take the second game in a close one, just like the first game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit unsure. I think going into this game, I kind of thought the Myth Boosters might have had the slight edge just because, like we had talked about with Russia not playing and good team chemistry for the Myth Boosters. After watching that first game, I think both teams kind of went on a run. I expect to see a very close game either way. I think this will be either a one cap game or it'll be a tie, and we'll need to go to a sudden death overtime. But my prediction is Myth Boosters find a way to win this one, and then we go to an overtime game.
Well, nice prediction.
All right, looks like people are saying they're just about ready. We're just trying to get them to be like fully ready. We can play some TagPro.
Alright, I gotta stop eating chocolate. It's gonna make me sick.
What kind of chocolate are you eating?
I am eating Cadbury chocolate, which is really good. Um,
Like straight up Easter egg chocolate?
yeah, well, the thing is, up here, I'm not sure if you guys have in the States, but up here in Canada, they made this big chocolate hollow egg of Cadbury dairy milk, and it had 2 chocolate bars on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So I ate both the chocolate bars, and I'm just about halfway through the egg, and I'm starting to feel a little bit sick.
Nice. Well, you get that taken care of. All right, looks like they might be getting started. They asked if we were ready, and we said we are ready. That doesn't really mean they're ready, but I just like saying the word.
All right, here we go. Starting.
Let's see if they actually launch, though.
Come on, hold.
Hold my you can do it. Click the button.
Yes. Here
The
we
button is
go.
clicked, ladies and
Yay.
gentlemen. The
Oh
button
my
is
God,
clicked.
We're back in
We are
business.
starting. We are starting. TagPro will occur. Congrats. Thanks for hanging in with us, all of our Ranger Radio listeners. So just to recap, FSBallers won the first game by a score of 4-3. We're going into game 2. Just a reminder, in our playoff format, if the games are split, then there is a third overtime game. Otherwise, if either team sweeps both games, then they win the matchup. So the Mythboosters will be looking to find a way to win this game so they can take it to an overtime game.
3,
FSBallers
2,
looking to close things out
1.
right here.
GG's TagPro, top to bottom. Looks like Raven's
Oh.
gonna get the TagPro bottom.
How did
That's
they
gonna get
both
the one
miss that
mid.
They
mid
both
TagPro? Did
missed
you see
mid.
that? I thought
Yeah.
maybe I had lost or something, but literally
They
they
both
both
missed
missed
it.
it. That was weird.
Raven's out flag pro. Thought Holma would bite on the early boost, but he did not. Franz has got Juke Juice. Looks like he's between a rock and a hard place. And he is. He's not gonna be able to get out. Although ooh, nice cut by Raven. He's able to keep Fly from going into the back portal while Howard was temporarily knocked off of it.
I have a feeling we're not going to see a whole lot happen here until this next round of power-ups.
You never know. Just the nature of the map. Just one simple grab, one overcommit, and you could see a potential escape. Just like
So,
this, where
yeah,
Milksteak goes
Milksteak
out,
does get out there.
but
Fly
Fly
Molo
got the
with a nice
tag
return.
pro. Fly's got tag pro. Franz decides not to go with the
Oh.
lead. Probably ill-advised as he gets quickly returned. Fly's going flag pro, but it's going nowhere. Meanwhile, Denna had Juke Juice, and I think Milksteak got the rolling bomb, but was quickly defused. Ooh, nice boost by Franz being able to get out by 2. Dennett was able to get the nice sniper turn. Franz had a return for cap situation for a second, but boosted right out of there as stage was impending. Franz quickly returned by new truck. Milksteak is able to get by 2. He's going top. And Fly's just gonna hang out by the boost, waiting for that regrab, and then she's gonna figure out what she's gonna do. Could probably try to switch to top, but being cornered really well by Howard, gets out with the boost, and it's a nice kiss. Power-ups are coming up soon. Raven's a free top. Fly Molo ends up getting a Juke Juice bottom, but the FSBallers are able to get a Juke Juice and a rolling bomb from mid and top. And it looks like Franz is done. Fly's able to get out. And we might be able to have a reset. Oh, nice
Nice
boost
job by
by
Franz there, yeah.
Franz looking for another boost, but Howard, think with portals, able to lure the defenders into the base, and is able to use that back portal to get out mid.
You know, despite the Mythboosters being behind 1 cap, I've been really impressed with the play of Holdma on defense. He's really locking it down.
Yeah. Yeah, both Holdma and Dennett have been holding their own. Definitely
Franz
been.
with an opportunity here, but they're going to need to find a way to get Milksteak.
Oh,
He's gonna be
just in
able to
time
Franz
to
escape.
pass.
sees the rolling bomb.
Yeah, and it's been a really good defensive effort for Mythboosters, despite the fact that they were quoted or not quoted, but as shown by Ibis's stats, that they were the worst ranked defense in the league, which is false, definitely.
I still have difficulty. I guess I'm going to have to look at his analysis just to better understand how that... Because that just doesn't really pass the eye test for me, having seen them play a lot this year.
Oh yeah, definitely, because all 3 or 4 defenders definitely have great individual defensive skills. The only thing there must have been missing stats or something, because I think it's more based towards flaggy base percent, but that's not a factor in this map. You're not going to have the flaggy base for very long, if at all.
So just under 6 minutes left to go, still scoreless in our second game.
Yeah. Raven still chasing with TagPro, choosing not to lead or try to clear base. He's able to kill the regrab. Fly's going to be in a tight situation to try to stay alive. Although New Truck is out of there as quickly as he's in there for the return to cat situation.
Yeah, Fly did a very nice job there of evading Howard in kind of a tight spot, and see if she can keep holding him off here.
Oh, looks like she's able to avoid getting returned and being able to go through the back door with the
Some
help
good
of the
thinking
portal.
there. Yeah, absolutely.
And we still have a regrab chain going on. It might be close to being reset as Raven respawns base. Although New Truck's out top, he's by
Oh,
3.
Franj.
Yeah,
Franj is
Raven
able
and
to get
Howard both
Saving a
sniped
cap
around
there.
Franj. That was
Wow.
amazing.
Oh, and Franj to return for cap. Oh, nice boost by Milksteak. Being able to get into the portal before Franj. Milksteak able to also pick up the
Got a
rolling
rolling
bomb.
here.
Uh-oh,
This could be
Holdman's got to get
trouble.
out of there quick.
Oh, Hold was in Panama at this point. Being able to save his team the cap. Really good hold.
He's in
Although it
Panama.
wasn't for long, it was a clutch hold as that was a return for cap.
So what does it mean to be in Panama? I've got to learn this term.
And
Huh?
here's New Truck coming in for
basically it's like in paradise.
a cap. First
Panama,
cap of the game, 6 minutes in.
Oh, so it's like the song.
like the
Panama.
song
Okay,
by
got it.
Van Halen.
Nice. So the FSBallers taking a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still here.
Commentary just went really silent all of a sudden.
Oh, I must have not. Well, I'm using my mobile, so I must have not pushed my push to talk or something.
Oh,
Because I was
okay.
talking that whole time.
I thought
Yeah,
you
I
might have
guess.
been pulling up the song Panama and just listening to it.
Oh
Just
man, I
quietly.
wish. That's a sick song.
Panama.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just the way my mobile mumble works. That's what I'm using for my voice. And if you miss it with your thumb, you could probably be going on for minutes without noticing that you're not talking.
So just under 3 minutes left to go in this first half of play. 1-0 in favor of the FSBallers.
Yep, pub time. New
And now
Truck
that's
finally able to
2-0.
get the cap. Nice
Seems
return
like
by Raven. Solo return to be able to get the cap.
Mythboosters have kind of lost track of power-ups here.
Yeah, they're falling apart here.
Yeah.
You can kind of see when a team, loses their way a little bit and they get scored 2 or 3 caps in quick succession. It's really hard to recover from that psychologically. So they're going to have to do a lot here. They do manage to get a reset, so that's going to help.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this map that's really pisses me off. It's like, once one cap goes in and you don't have a regrab, and another cap goes in, you could see 3 or 5 or 7 caps go by before you can even get a reset, which is really
Absolutely.
difficult to cope with.
Yeah.
That snipe by Franj was crazy. Pixels under that little block.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed, streaming and commentating a few games now on Thinking with Portals, is that before I can even finish commenting on the first cap, they're capping again. And I'm like, wait a second, I don't even know how he got the flag or how he got, I didn't see any of that play because it's so quick. It's like 5 seconds later, it's another cap.
Yeah, and that's why I don't think you can count anybody out until the last, 10 seconds or so, because I think getting across the map and back, it's about 6 seconds if you hit it right. So, I mean, and while being ahead of 3 or 4, somebody can easily catch up to you, so you can't just dilly-dally on your way to the flag.
Yeah.
Like you
In fact,
can on some maps.
I'd bet you could probably make it even faster than that if you're boosting. So, for example, if you're grabbing out a blue base and boost straight into one of the portals and grab into the back portal, and then you go into the forward portal and then you hit a boost, your momentum could literally carry you through all of those motions in about a second and a half, and you would already be halfway across the map at that point.
I found this interesting boost. Actually, I saw in a top 10 with BG did a boost where he boosted from one of the boosts, and he did it on the opposite bomb, and that bomb took him right into base. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's a really nice boost. Somebody did it last week too, and it's a really nice boost. It's really quick getting to base, and any time that you get it in the right angle, it just puts you right onto the flag, and it's just a very convenient boost if you can hit it consistently.
So just over 10 seconds to go, 3-0 in favor of FSBallers. We'll see if either team can pull off some magic in the last few moments.
Well, looks like it's going to end that way. It's 5 seconds left.
2, 1.
I don't see Franz getting near base. And it looks like, yeah, indeed, it is 3-0 FSBallers after the first half.
Yeah, so new truck fund with 2 caps and 5 returns. 11 returns for Dennett and 13 returns for Raven. So definitely a statistical advantage going to the FSBallers along with the scoreboard in this first half of game 2.
Yeah. And then coming back to Ibis' stats, where they've had the worst flag and base percentage, the Mythboosters have actually had a lot more prevent than the FSBallers. They've just had the better timing. The FSBallers had in that half, and that led to 3 caps and power-ups. So, after watching this half, what do you guys think that the Mythboosters can improve on in order to be able to come back to the second half?
Well, seems like they haven't really come up with a consistent strategy for grabbing against the FSBallers D. And, Fly Molo is a great player, but maybe her inexperience on offense is showing here.
That's interesting to put it. I
So
think
looks like Halophile is going to be coming into the game in place of Balls for the Mythboosters. We'll see if that changes anything up.
Balls as the minors captain taking himself out. Maybe he sees something we don't, because as far as I can tell, Balls is their MVP right now.
I don't know. I think Dennis been playing really good as well, but I think when we practiced this map last week, I think what Nads, in order to be able to rein in focus and try to play a better half, is to focus on power-ups. And I think the Mythboosters, they should focus more on power-ups because I screwed them over for a couple caps anyways. That TagPro Juke Juice in the mid. I think once everything is still chaotic, at least the one thing you can control at least a little bit is power-ups. So if they can control that, they have a fairly good chance of coming back in this half.
Yeah, I think the main thing they have to do here, and I know this is cliche, but they have to strike first. I think that psychologically you're down 3-0. You know that this is an elimination game for you. You can't just try to tie here. You got to try to win so you can get to that overtime game. And you're asking yourself, what can I do? If you can strike first here and just get on the board, that's a huge boost for your confidence going into the rest of the game. But if you get capped on first and you're down 4-0, 5-0, it's just really difficult to climb back from that.
Yep, it's definitely easier to bring it back to 2 than to fall to 4. And it looks like it's going to be Rolling Bomb, Juice Juice, Rolling Bomb, top to bottom. And it looks like they're going to be able to get, Mythboosters could be able to get 2 Rolling Bombs from mid, or top and bottom, potentially mid with Franz, although he'll be hard pressed with Milksteak boosting. Milksteak being able to get the Juke Juice grab. New Truck's going to be able to block Fly Molo from getting to the rolling, or the boost return. And Milksteak's just going to float around. He's not going to force anything. His team's up 3 caps.
It just looks like the sorry to interrupt, but the Mythboosters just did not want to grab there. They had a few opportunities to grab and possibly get out, and nobody even motioned towards the flag. I'm not entirely sure what I just saw.
Well, I think a big thing is not giving up another cap. So, I mean, if they can keep them at bay for at least the first couple minutes, maybe they'll be able to get something offensively. But the thing is, if they fall behind early, they know that it's going to be tough coming back. So, it's a matter of...
That could be it, but they're just playing so tentative in this first minute. It was like they didn't want to hit a boost, they didn't want to grab. I'm just worried that this could be a loss of confidence.
Yeah.
Fly Molo grabs the TagPro up top. They now have 2 of 3 TagPros on the map. See what they can Get going.
Yep, now we actually have a TagPro lead, although that was destroyed with a bomb.
Yeah, they should have an opportunity here with tag pros literally everywhere. If they can just get this return on Raven, all right, and they're able to cap. So
There you go, that's
Bringing it
power
to
up
within 2.
Yep, within 2 minutes, they had power-up control, and you see how power-up control, if you control that little bit, it can definitely help you out on this map, and it helped them out with the 2 TagPros. 1 in base and 1 leading. Looks like Franz is going to be out by 1. Coming in top, he's going to try to do a stealthy boost.
Oh!
Wow.
That was so close to being awesome.
I've seen Dotswell hit that defensively, but I never thought about taking it offensively. That was a really close chance, and I think it caught the FSBallers by surprise. The only thing that saved him was him hitting a corner.
So Halo's
3
going to be able
rolling
to grab a
bombs now.
rolling bomb here. It's definitely an opportunity for the Mythboosters if they can figure out how to corral New Truck Fund here.
Yep, Halifile should probably try to force it, although he gets diffused early, so he's going to have to take another lap. Definitely some smart flag carrying being showcased by both teams. That's definitely one thing I've noticed greatly about this game so far is the adaptability that the flag carriers have been able to get around due to their surroundings, and it's been pretty good, pretty high quality so far.
So far it's 3-1 in favor. Oh,
Wow.
Halophile saving a cap. They're 3-1 in favor of the FSBallers. And now 4-1.
Still lots of time, but if Milksteak caps here, I could see this being the end. I mean, as much as it's easy to get 4 more caps in this map, with the amount of momentum that the FSBallers have, and the fact that they're up 4-1, I don't know. I mean, if
Three
Another
rolling bombs
three
there.
rolling
Milksteak
bombs.
winds up getting the last one.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
You have to remember, quite a few matches last night went to 10-0, 7-2. I mean, these scores are really high, so anything can happen, I'm thinking, with Portals these last 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just about them regaining focus, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's definitely possible, but I mean, the FSBallers have been carrying the flag really smartly.
Yeah,
And
I
they've
mean,
been able to get the
I'm sorry, go ahead.
they've been able to get the timely returns. And I guess the spawning of each power up, like Mythboosters have been dominating power ups, but I think only one round they've actually gotten a TagPro. Like
Yeah,
the rest of them have
In
all
the
been
very
rolling
beginning, I
bombs.
was a little bit critical of the Mythbooster strategy. I mean, maybe critical is the wrong word, but I was just confused. It's like they were really cautious. But actually, that worked out for them. They were focused on getting pups. They didn't want to ever snipe or miss, and they were just really disciplined in that first minute, and it led to a cap. But once they got capped on, you just started to see a lot of wild boosts, and I think they really have to just take a breath here, realize they still have 5.5 minutes left, and like you said, anything can happen on this map. You can score very quickly, so I don't think it's over yet, even though they are down 4 right now.
Yeah, I mean, in bare essence, if you're ever in trouble as any team, the 2 main things you have to worry about is concentrating on power-ups and trying to stay ahead of the flag carrier. And they did that the first minute and definitely helped them out, at least trying to get a reset and preventing caps, and helped them get their first cap.
Yeah, the
But-
Mythboosters just had an opportunity there. It was very, very close,
Great
pixels off.
Great positioning by FSBallers, though.
Alright,
Yeah.
they're going to be able to get probably something going here.
Oh, New Truck Fund. Nice job ricocheting
Great
off the
snipe.
wall, getting a snipe from behind.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad lead, too. It just didn't factor in the boost from behind. That was a great return.
Howard,
Looks like
great
New Truck's
snipe.
going to be... Oh, no, he's not. That was a nice snipe by Fly. Raven thinking with portals, doing a little Tojo action. Leaving that portal behind. Milksteak able to get on regrab. Able to
Great
micro
move.
juke by
Nice job
Jet.
by Raven there.
By 2, but Halofile's there to stop that from happening. Franz is going to be able to get out top. Dennis going to try to block it, but New Truck is able to use that as a deflection and be able to get a return.
Yeah. See, a lot of what I liked about what Raven did on that hold is he was very smart about the way he carried. He always used the momentum of his ball. You notice that some flag
Yeah.
carriers, if they bounce away that they don't really mean to bounce, it's just kind of natural to stop and try to go back the way you were going to go. Not Raven on that hold. Every time he got redirected, he just used his momentum to just change his plans very creatively, do something else.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Long distance snipe from Raven there.
Yeah, he had to kind of curve a little bit. He was holding down the whole time, I think, but it worked.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of this probably over the next couple minutes. A
Well,
lot of flag carrying.
Yeah, it's pretty exhausting to chase on this map for 10 minutes straight. So, as the map goes on, I think the flag carriers wind up having a little bit more leeway to just kind of bide their time and hit the bombs. And it gets exhausting to track somebody down after that long.
Oh yeah, definitely. As a defender who's played 3 weeks of this, it's really, really exhausting
Can imagine.
chasing the flag for 8 minutes at a time. One thing for sure, I don't think the FSBallers are going to carry for the sake of trying to cap. I think they're just going to carry for the sake of just staying alive. As they're up for caps, so they're not going to try to do anything stupid. Meanwhile, Milksteak does that weird boost into a spike. But I think right now the key for them is just to stay alive and not force anything.
Nice
Although,
job
there
there
you
by
go.
Raven,
Great
That's the
heads up
quick
play
one.
by Raven.
forcing the flag carrier through the portal where they were able to get a return while he sat by and watched. It was nice. So 2 minutes left to go. 6-1 in favor of the FSBallers. This game looks, I want to say, pretty well in hand with 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah. Just see if they can keep their focus for this last 2 minutes.
How long will Pithy maintain his anything can happen on thinking with portals mentality?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a good mentality to have because Franz is out by 2. Not going to be able to get a good boost route going. He might have the block,
Oh,
but
that was
Raven made
close.
a nice read.
Nice job by Raven there to prevent an opportunity for the Mythboosters.
Great snipe by Fly too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll be a problem for the FSBallers because they do have lots of experience along with new players. But they need to keep in sight that there's still a minute left in this game. They just need to close it out. Don't need to try anything too crazy.
Like right
Meanwhile,
there, where
Franz is out by
Milksteak
4.
tried to get out when maybe he shouldn't have. Wow, Franz almost did it again.
Held on there for the cap, so the
Somehow
score now 6-2.
finds the flag.
4 cap deficit for the Mythboosters, trying to do something real crazy here. This would definitely be one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen if they're able to pull it off. And looks like they have one of them.
Goodness.
So now only a 3 cap deficit is the comeback
40
real, ladies and
seconds.
gentlemen.
Franz is able
Franz
to.
again.
Oh, he's able to go mid. Picks up a juke juice.
They need that regrab.
Oh,
Milksteak
what
saving
he
a
needed
cap.
was that portal.
That
and I don't
Cinderella
think it was
story
there.
coming to probably a likely end, but that was pretty exciting there for about 30 seconds there.
Yeah, and I mean that's how quickly a game can change if you lose focus for even a split second. Team starts to regrade crowd train like that, it could be as well as over before your very eyes, but they were able to recover just in the nick of time when they needed it. And it looks like FSBallers are going to move on.
Yeah, final
Move on
score
to
of
the-
6-3 in our second game. So they will be going to the Equidistant 8.
Yep, for the third straight season, the FSBallers are going to the Equidistant 8.
To play the Rectiles.
The rectile dysfunction, correct, yeah.
Yes.
Just because of the seeding. So the winner of the other Eastern Conference game will be playing against the Bruno Mars ball.
All right, so we'll let both teams say their GGs, and we'll see whether or not either team would like to join us over here in Ranger Radio for a quick chat. So I've asked both teams to see if their captains would like to join us. Hopefully they do us the honor there. So what was the biggest surprise from your guys' perspective about that game?
The fact that it was actually closer than I thought. Like, I think both teams deserve a round of applause for how well they played. Definitely a lot more team play, and the Mythboosters defense was in fact there, and I think that it was really close up to the end.
All right, so here in channel with us on Ranger Radio, we have Holden Balls. Holden, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, what's up?
Yes, welcome.
So obviously, not the ending that you would have written for this story, but you guys definitely had a great season, and unfortunately, it has come to an end. Wanted to ask for some commentary on how you feel your team played today, what you guys did well, and where you struggled.
Well, I'd just like to thank my team for a great season. I'd say we all played pretty well today. I think we got beat on power-ups, and when we were getting power-ups, we got beat on positioning. Just so we didn't manage to have both of them at the same time when power-ups were spawning. So props to FSBallers on that one, and they just did a good job capitalizing.
So obviously, it's been a long season to get us to this point. Looking back on the season, what do you think were the high points? What things do you look at and say, were the most fun experiences for leading the Mythboosters, as the Miners captain? And, what will you cherish? What will you remember?
Pretty much, just, late nights, hanging out with, the team in channel. Even if we weren't playing TagPro, we were just a tight-knit group of people. And obviously, seeing some of Franj, Juicy Juke, who has retired from competitive play, he had some really nasty jukes. Hallow, especially on Iron, just had some nasty stuff. And, just seeing the talent was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot this season being a Miners captain, as how to make everyone happy and all those things.
All right. Well, Holden, I wanted to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know after you just talked about the entire season, it's weird for me to bring it back to the game, but you made a decision to seat yourself in the last half. What was your thinking there?
Well, we needed offense, and it actually wasn't entirely my decision. I was going to keep myself in because I was doing a good job of getting some resets.
At least from where we were sitting.
Yeah, I was playing well, doing a good job of getting resets and where I could keep the flag in base. But we needed offense, and because Fly is primarily a defender, but I chose to put her on offense this week because of she's just she just looked comfortable on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So I had her practicing on offense, and it was looking really good this week. And because we were down by 3 caps, I sat myself to make sure that, because Dennett's better at keeping the flag in base than me.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks, Holma. So you want to drag Stalin in?
Yeah, I'm going to. I just want to say goodbye to Holma. Holma, thank you very much for stopping by Ranger Radio. I really do appreciate it. And next, we will be interviewing Stalin, captain of the KG Ballers. So let's drag Stalin in. Hey, Stalin. Thanks for joining us on Ranger Radio.
What's up?
What's up, man? So congratulations. The FS Ballers move on to the Equidistant 8. What are your thoughts on the game today?
I thought it was a good game. I thought the defense played super well for KGB, and Howard especially played like fucking god. Really good.
So obviously you've had a lot of success with both majors and minors, and the FS Ballers have managed to get into the second round of the playoffs more than once. What's the secret? What are you doing that's allowing this team to succeed?
Well, right before the season, I was approached by like a sketchy old man, and he told me one of my teams would be good and the other one would be ass. So I accidentally picked the one I was on to be ass, and the minors one was good, which was a mistake.
Stalin's wrong because he lost 50 pounds, and that's about half his body weight.
Get the fuck out.
So Stalin, talk about losing Russia and what that means to your minors team as far as eligibility.
Well, so we thought he was eligible, which obviously we're wrong. Thankfully, next week, the team we play next... Oh, okay. The team we play next is allowing them to play because they want us to be at our full strength and they want an actual good game.
And also, they're not going to enforce a rule that is, in my opinion, not
I agree with
not
that.
a sensible rule.
I think it's stupid, but
To clear it up, Russia is 5th overall in minutes in our majors team, and somehow he's not eligible to play minors in the playoffs.
I just wanted to ask quickly, what do you guys think is the difference about this season for the FSBallers than the seasons past?
Well, I'd have to say it's the coaching.
Neb, please.
No,
wait, why is Neb here? Get the fuck out, Neb.
I'm the minors captain.
Isn't Neb the minors
yeah.
captain?
Yeah.
We have
He's the real captain, too.
We have a great deal of talent that not to disrespect past teams, but I think we have a whole lot of talent that works together really well. And when we're playing at full strength, I think there's no one that's more talented than us. And the challenge all season has been to get everyone on the same page and like playing in a smart way. And when we do that, I think we're one of the best minors teams that's ever played.
So Stalin and Neb, I have one last question for you. Do you think you're going to win the Mooper Ball?
I mean, what am I going to say? Of course.
If teams continue to allow us to play our full lineup, I think it's not even close.
I think if Russia is allowed to play, there's no way in my head that we couldn't win. But even if Russia can't play, I still think we have a good chance.
I think we have a good chance. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, I think if you guys get past the FSBaller curse, then surely you could definitely win the Super Bowl.
You're so right.
We play against the West Coast team at that point, so GG.
Would we be?
Guys.
If we got past the FSBallers curse, we would be.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for stopping by Ranger Radio. Again, congratulations on a successful playoff matchup. Looking forward to seeing you guys play another one next week.
Thanks for streaming.
Thanks for the stream, yeah. It's a dope stream.
Thanks, guys.
Super
Appreciate
cool.
it. So we'll go ahead and wrap up our broadcast of Ranger Radio tonight. I want to give a special thanks to Pithy and the Bob 18 who did most of the commentary tonight. You guys did a great job. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely. You guys are welcome back anytime. All right, this will do it for Ranger Radio. Thanks to all our viewers, and probably see you guys again next week. Have a good night.
All right. Woo!